Hey, good evening, everyone. As always, if you have a question, you could paste it in the chat box here, or you send it on the group on WhatsApp, and I will respond to it. So, um, yesterday in our last, which was when we had our last class, we built this page you're looking at. Well, this page, this is that of Truly Financial. But before I even tell you about it, take a look into this. This is what we built, what we designed yesterday. And this is that of Shell. As you can see. So this is ours. This is theirs, Truly Financial, and this is ours. Difference is going to be font. That's all. This is our about us page. This is theirs. You scroll, you see the images are the same because we copied the exact same thing. This is it, and this is it, pretty much. The leadership team, our leadership team. In the last class, I explained two different ways to achieve this. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to build two things. The first is this. While we worked on the, excuse me, while we worked on the footer, I said I skipped this form you're looking at here. I skipped it. I simulated it. What you're looking at here is a simulation. It's not an actual form because I said we're going to have a specific class for forms. So now tonight was meant to build our contact us page. This is it. So I'm going to be taking the time to build a form to show you how forms work. Now on WordPress, forms do not just appear. You don't just build forms. Because you use forms to collect data, it means you have to look for a plugin that is going to handle that. A plugin that is intelligent enough to collect data for you. So to do that, we're going to go to the WordPress plugin repository and check for forms, plugins that can help us with that. It's simple. All we have to do is go there and search for forms. Pretty easy. So plugins and add plugin. Let's let it load. Give it some time. Good. Here we are. We're just gonna go ahead and type forms. Let's see the forms that are available. As always, they're free plugins, and those free plugins have paid versions as well. So this is Contact Form 7. It's the most popular form in the WordPress repository. A lot of people use Contact Form 7. Many people use Contact Form 7 because it's responsive and it's kind of brilliant. Another is WP Forms. This is like the second best thing after Chocolate as far as forms are concerned in WordPress. Now, another is Forminator. Another is Everest Forms, Ninja Forms, Fluent Forms. You see, there's a lot of forms. Gravity Form, Zero Spam, there's a lot of forms. So what would you say is the best form? Well, the truth is Contact Form 7 is pretty good. WP Forms is pretty good. These are the two best forms, in my opinion. But what do I use? I, as a person, what do I use? Because I like absolute control and absolute dominance in my WordPress admin area, I use a form that allows me to build my custom fields myself. What do I mean by custom fields? In an average form, you see something like this. You enter the company name. There could be more, like enter like email, business address, and all of that. So now, when you use plugins like this, you get like limited power to design, like very, very limited design power. But when you use the form that I'm going to show you how to use, I'm going to show you how to use, you get absolute power to design everything. Why? Because that form plugin would allow you to build your interface with Elementor, which is pretty rare if you ask me. Not every form allows you to build with Elementor. Very few form plugins allow that. I'm not even aware of any other than the one I'm about to show you right now. Building, imagine you've been working on a site and then you get to the part for forms and you have to just customize. If you're not satisfied with the customization or how it looks, what then? Which is exactly where this form plugin comes in. So great. Let me show you the form. This form plugin called Metform is what I'm talking about. Let's just install it. You want to see more details? I could just tap on this and we'll get to see more details about it, about Metform. By the way, every time you're trying to pick a plugin, if you click on more details, you get to see what the plugin does and you get to read about it and you see more information about it. So Metform contact form. It says Metform, the drag and drop WordPress contact form builder, is an add-on for Elementor. This Elementor form builder plugin provides an intuitive real-time form building experience, allowing anyone of any expertise level to create professionally designed WordPress forms. And it's absolutely true. So we've installed it. Let's just go ahead and activate it. I use Metform personally. It's a really powerful form. So here it is, Metform, right? I'm just going to go ahead and say forms. Let's open it in another tab. Move to that tab. Okay, we're presented with a setup wizard. So it says share non-diagnostic data. Well, we don't want to do that. Non-sensitive diagnostic data. We don't want to do that. We don't want to share anything. Just go ahead. Next. We don't want any of these plugins installed. Just go ahead. Complete the setup. Great, you're all set. Good. And here we are. Just click on forms so we get back into the interface. By the way, with this form, you can create, with this form plugin, you can create payment forms as well. You can just integrate it with a payment system. In the advanced class, we get to talk about payment systems, and we'll get to talk about e-commerce stores, like how do you build a supermarket on the internet, stuff like that. Payment systems like Paystack and Flutterwave, how do you connect them to your website? These are all things we talk about in the advanced class. Now, this is it. So we're just going to say add new form. Now, remember, this right here is what we want to create, right? This tiny form here. So we can also have it here. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and say, well, here are some templates, by the way. See, this is Pro. This is available for free. All these are available for free. There's a Pro. This is free. Pro. I don't really care about a lot of things that are like Pro because I'm someone who loves to build from scratch. I like that control. I like that, and I like that free thingy. So just gonna say from scratch, blank form. Nope, let's call it newsletter form. Let's call it a newsletter form. Now, that's this is it. See, I select Elementor here. I'm just gonna go ahead and say import. Working. It's going to take us to Elementor where we build that form. By the way, those other forms I showed you, Contact Form 7 and WP Forms, by default, if you install them, you can't edit them with Elementor. They have their own page builders within themselves. You have to work on it using their own page builders. So, but for Metform, it's a complete Elementor add-on. So you build it within Elementor. I think they're working on their builder as well, but it's not ready yet. Now, those other forms, if you install them and you want to edit them with Elementor by default, by all means, what you would have to do is to look for a plugin that has a widget, like an add-on, an Elementor add-on that has a widget that you can use to edit it. Which means if you go to something like the Plus add-ons or unlimited elements, well, they don't have it on unlimited really, but the Plus add-ons or Happy add-ons or maybe Elements Kit, you should see a widget there called maybe WP Forms or Contact Form 7. Activating that will enable you to edit the interface of a form, but it's not absolute power like Metform. Metform gives you absolute control over the entire appearance, look, and feel of a form using Elementor as your builder. So it's taking some time. While that is working, let's open our footer. Let's open our footer because once we're done, we're going to place the form in there. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say new footer, open. It's taking some time. Let's just give it some time. We literally just installed the plugin. So you watched all through how you followed up all through. Oh wow, I almost forgot that this is our site. For a second, I thought this was like Truly Financial, but this is ours, not Truly Financial. By the way, you see our site, because we're logged in, that's why you're seeing these things here. You know, the WP, the content of the WP admin bar. Only an admin gets to see this. If you open this website on incognito, you won't see this bar. But if you feel this bar is like, you know, maybe affecting your perfect vision or you just don't want to see it, you can go look for a plugin called Hide Admin Bar or Hide WP Admin. Let's just go check it out. Once you activate that plugin, it's easy, done. You're ready. So let's activate that plugin and see. Hide Admin Bar. It's going to hide the WordPress admin bar on all your pages on the front end, but they will remain on the back end because they are needed on the back end. So there's a lot of plugins that do that or that claim to do that. But the one we want is this, Hide Admin Bar by David. Let's just go ahead and install it because that plugin is pretty straightforward. Let's see, it's installed. Just activate it. It's got over 20,000 installations, so you're in good hands. So activate it. Good. Let's refresh now and see. Our admin bar should be gone by now. Waiting. Boom. Moment of truth. Told you. Now it looks pretty much as sturdy as that of Truly Financial. See? See? Sorry. See? 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 Good. We're good to go. So now this page you're looking at is for a form. How awesome is that? Which means now we get to build our form. Now, this form we want to create is pretty simple. What do we need? We just need an email because that's what it's trying to collect. That's the only thing it's trying to collect. So just go ahead and say email. See, MF, that's for Metforms. You could cancel it. It's going to be the first thing. See, all these widgets are Metform widgets, all these widgets. We're going to search for email here. There it is. And then maybe just drop it. It's going to automatically create a container for it and drop the email form in there. So there it is. That's your email form. Now let's look at the structure of the email properly. There's an entry field, and then there's a button. Entry field, button. How about here? We have an entry field and then an icon for a button. So let's create this one first. So, and then you can see a placeholder text in there that says you at company. So let's just go ahead. This is our email widget that we've dragged, and we placed it in here. Let's just go ahead and say placeholder. Let's create the placeholder first. What's our placeholder here? We're going to say you. That's exactly what they have there at company.com. Let's add company.com. Let's see. Yeah, you at company.com. So next thing you want to do is add a border to that form. we're just going to go ahead, take a look. See, there's a background there. I want to remove that background as well. Hold up. Settings. It's asking if that field is required. Well, for now, we're just going to leave it like that. It means if you do that, you know, one cannot skip that field. They have to, like, you know, make an entry in that field before proceeding to the next one, if there is a next one, by the way. So first thing we want to do is, there's a label here, right? Take out the label, because our form that we saw had no label. So taking out the label, or you could just do this to remove the label. You know, there's a show label option. Good, I removed it. Next thing you want to do is set your border to solid. Set the border width to 1 and let it be bottom. Why are we doing that? Because here on the form, you can see a tiny border here, right? Now, what should be the color of your border? 1E, 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 1E. Great. But theirs has a, you know, once you're on it, it just switches color to that green that we know. So let's just go ahead and search for it. That green, this is it. I use the inspect tool. If you don't know what the inspect tool is, it means you've missed the class and you would have to go back and, you know, find out what it is. But for the sake of this class, you could just do, like, you know, Control I, and it's going to bring up the inspect tool. On some browsers, I think it works on Chrome, Mozilla, and I think maybe Safari. I'm not certain about Safari. So great, we have our border here, and that effect is there. Right, next thing we want to do is find a way to add the submit button or the submission button. So I just right click, my widgets are back. I'm just going to type submit. Now it's going to bring the submit button. This is it. Let's just design the button before we place all these things. What does their button say? It says get started, right? Okay. Let's just go ahead and say get started. Yeah, started, get started. Now, icon position, it's asking us if we want to add an icon. I don't add an icon. Theirs has absolutely no icon. Let's style it a bit. As the color is going to be, the background color is going to be 1E, 1E. Now that's our shade of black. Our radius, border, come to border. Our radius is going to be 100. Great. Now we need padding on that button. This is the padding they have by default. I'm just going to unlink it. Then we're going to switch to, well, they don't let us switch to REM here. But we have just two options, either PX and EM. So we're just going to go ahead with PX for now. So top is 15. I think that's pretty decent. Right is 20. Let's just make right 30. And then let's make left 30 as well. Let me see. Is it looking like this? S seems more than that. Just going to go ahead and make this 35 and make this 35. So left and right is 35. Let's choose the font. Our font is just, as you know, the weight. Let's make it 700. That is that thick. Ours is thick as well. Great. So 700 it is. Now, size matters. Let's make ours 16. Looking good. Now, how do we achieve this appearance that theirs seems to have? Pretty easy. It's a form. You just have to switch, you know, open this. Sorry, just going to create this. And in this, we're going to drag another container. We're going to search for a container. Container 1. That's if you want to use a container. If you don't want to use a container, it's totally fine. Duplicate. Then we're just going to drag the form into this container. And then drag this one into another container. That's if you want to use two containers. Let me show you how it's going to be if you don't want to use two containers. Select one container first. See, we've set the navigation. So you just copy this, and paste it in that container. Copy this, and paste it in that container. So both of them are going to sit side by side like this. So now let's come here. There's a tiny color on the input field. We want to remove that color. The background, this comes to background, classic. Oh, set it to none. On hover, want to come here, set it to none as well. On focus, want to come here, Color, set it to none. We don't want a background color appearing at all. So our input, sorry, our placeholder rather, let's just remove some, let's move this padding. They only work with PX here, so we're just gonna make bottom 20. Let's see, is 20 too much? 20, yeah, looks a little too much. So 15 it is. Let's add a top padding to just like balance things. To make the top padding 20, that should like balance things. So next thing we want to do, sorry, hold on guys. Okay, next thing we want to do is our button here. We're just going to remove the shadow effect that's on it. So to do that, we're going to come to shadow, hold up. Just going to take this out. Possibly just, completely, totally transparent. Now, there's a tiny, let me see, this looks good. Let's see, border. Border is okay. Icon, we don't have an icon on it. That's looking okay. But I see a negative, I see a bottom padding. So we want to like maybe let's try a negative bottom padding. Negative bottom padding isn't working for that. No, definitely. Oh, hold up. Aha. Now we're going to come to this container and set it to end. Line items should be on end. And this is what we have. As you can see, guys. So this is what it looks like when they are both in one container. Let's copy this style and paste it here. Next, we want to fix our placeholder text. So just come to placeholder, come to typography, select, and I can't remember what we used. We used overpass. I think we used overpass for the description. And let's make it as light as 400. Sorry, switch to PX and make it 14. Let's see what 14 looks like. For color, we want to try 8 in 3 places. Great, looking good. Let's increase the size a bit. 18 is a stretch, so 16 looks okay. Go ahead and just paste style. So comparing this with this, okay, good. Now, the reason we might want to leave it in the container is because you notice theirs has like a lot of space, right? So there's a huge space from here to this side. Well, if it's on one container, we can still achieve that. It's just to come here, see the part where it says right, just make right 100. And there you have it. You could even make it 150 because it's in PX, so you're like really good to go. So there it is. Next thing we want to do is hold up. Trying to make sure that our submit button is perfect. Okay. Okay. Great. We're good. So this is it, guys. I've built the form in 2 places, and just to show you what it looks like, just going to come here, set them to this. Now we need just one. So we're going to delete the one with 2 containers. Delete that one. And this is your form, right? Let's see. Is there a hover effect? Yeah, there's a hover effect on the submission button. So we're just going to come here and add the hover effect on ours. It's simple. We want the background to disappear on hover. So just switch to hover tab, set the background type, and make it transparent. So now this is what it looks like. Now on hover, change the text, the color text, so it'll be 1E, 1E. So hover. Good. We want a border around that now. So we're just going to select a border and say solid. Width on link, bottom is 1px. The color should be 1E, 1E, 1E. Now hover. There you have it. Hold up. Let's make the width go round. Hover. This is it. Just seem a little, yes, 1. Ours is 1. You might want to make it, yeah, 1 is good. So there it is. We have the same hover effect. So publish. This is all to that form, as simple as that. And the next thing we have to do is to call that form to a location. I told you that this content you're looking at here is part of the footer, which means we have to build this within the footer. And it's quite easy. We're just going to come here. Our footer is already open. Just going to come here and open one container, left and right, which is like a horizontal direction row container. This is it. So right in here, we're going to drag another container in. And then that container we dragged in using structure, we're just going to duplicate it. Good. Duplicated. Now you want to paste the text in here. Let's just copy this text. Copy. And paste. Let's change the color because that one is white. Let's change it to something we can see. So 1E. Sorry, guys. 1E, 1E, 1E. There it is. Now, what's the write up there? Simplify global revenue, accelerate your growth. And line breaks after accelerate. So you're just going to come here and say paste. And you break the line after accelerate. This symbol, BR, and close. Awesome. Next thing I want to do is increase the size so it'll match exactly what we're looking at. So we have it at 24 already. Let's just make it 32. So this is it on 32. I don't like the way this font looks, so I'm just going to go ahead and set it to Playfair. Once it's on Playfair, then we'll see how it looks. Okay, so this, hold up. Okay, turns out this is Playfair. Let's try DM Sans. DM Sans serif display. Yeah, I think that's still working. Okay. Let's try DM serif text and see. Does it look like that? A little bit. Sorry. Okay. Then let's make the weight 400. Looks good. Similar. Now we reduce the size. 26. We could just inspect, by the way. Highlight the content, hit the right click, then hit the inspection tool. And here you can see the font size is 32px, 3.2 rem, 32px. So, well, I guess their font is different from ours. Now we want to just come to the overall container here, which is the mother container here, and put a padding there. Unlink the padding first, switch to rem, set 4 rem on top and 4 rem under. We want to get the actual size. So 4 rem would not do. Make it 6 on top and 6 bottom. And there it is. Now, right here, what do you put in this box? This box. You can come to container and say met form. That's what we're looking for. There it is. See, that's met form. I'm just going to drag it in here. Now, from met form, is it ready? Yes, I think it's ready. So you click on edit form, then you select your form. There it is, the newsletter form we created. I will just say, well, this is the form we want. Save and return. Our form is meant to appear. Boom. There it is, guys. Our form has appeared. Now, all we have to do is go to Truly Financial and copy that background or take the background. And I told you, while on the inspect tool, you come to this arrow and say more tabs and click on sources. And some of your laptops is probably already open. So you just go ahead and, click on sources. So sources, we're going to search for assets, image, this one, that one. Nope. We're inspecting. We want to find the exact rainbow effect. This looks like it. Yeah, this looks like it. I think this is it. Save the image. Is it an SVG image? Let's see. Okay, it's a JPG. Great. So I'm just going to come here and say style. That's the overall container. Style. Background type, select classic. Instead of a color, select image. Image. I want to check our directory if we have that image already. No, we do not. We just have something similar. So let's go and install or upload the one we got. I'm just going to go here and say rainbow. But now I'm conflicted. I don't know what rainbow. I think rainbow rev. Let's see the date and time. Yeah, 9:44. That's it. So it's uploading and we're ready. Remember, every time you upload a background, remember to set the position to center, important. And set it to repeat. For repeat, set it to no repeat. And default size or display size, make it cover. Boom. There you have it. This is it. This is it, guys. This interface you're looking at, this is it right here. So it's because we've published it, we can go ahead and this is what our footer is looking like. Now let's refresh. Boom. That's it. One tiny thing. We want ours to start like on this part, not here. We're just going to come to footer and switch to the layout tab and make it 1250 and publish. Come back here, refresh. There you have it, guys. There you have it. A form is ready and we're good to go. So now we want to build this other form. Hold up, this other one. You know, this one works with just an icon. It's simple. We've created this newsletter form, right? We're just going to close it and go back to our admin area. Go to our WordPress admin area. We're going to clone that form. Now just go to Met Form, like hover on it, and click on Forms. We're going to clone it or duplicate it. So now you see, this is Met Form, right? It says Happy Clone. Why is it saying Happy Clone? Happy Clone is going to clone it. But that's to tell you that it's being cloned by Happy Add-ons. Because you have Happy Add-ons installed, you can clone a page or a post or a form or something. Now, if you don't want to use Happy Add-on or if you don't have Happy Add-ons installed, you could go to plugins and search for some plugins to clone. There is a plugin that I trust. It's called Yoast Duplicate or Duplicator. Let's see, Yoast. Like you know, like spelling yeast, but instead of an E, you use an O, Yoast. So let's say Yoast. By default, Yoast is an SEO plugin, but they have, I think, like a supporting plugin for duplicating. So this is it. Yoast Duplicate Post. Just install it. This is the main Yoast itself. It's an SEO plugin. We don't need it right now. We talk about SEO in our advanced class. So this is Yoast. Activate it. The duplicate post. We're just going to activate it. Good, ready. Now we go straight to our form. Once again, you come on Met Form and you hover on it enough, and then you see Forms, tap on it. Now we should see something else other than Happy Clone. So this is, let's see. Okay, so this is Happy Clone, but we can't find, okay, I guess Yoast cannot clone that. Let's check it out a bit. Let's see. Let's go to plugin. It's possible Yoast doesn't have the power to duplicate forms. Let's see. Okay, Yoast is active. Let's see its settings. Let's go see. Maybe it wants us to like authorize it. Maybe. Okay, so okay, these are the things Yoast is going to copy. Okay. Let's go. By the way, this is where you control Yoast, really. The Yoast duplicate post, right? This is where you control it. So, okay. Okay. So, okay, so you see, enable for these post types. Yoast can copy posts, can copy pages, but it can't, we've not turned it on to copy forms. Just click on it and say save changes. Now we've enabled Yoast to copy forms. Let's go try it out and see if it recognizes that. So we're going to go on Met Forms again and say forms. Okay, great. Now there's it, the clone button. You see Happy Clone is here and this is clone. So you're just going to click on this. Great. Now this is in draft. This is the second one. It's in draft. See, draft. This is the second one. This is the original. This is the clone. So we're going to go ahead and say edit with Elementor. We want to create the second form, which is this one that ends with an arrow and not a text. The button is an icon. So it's loading. It's loading. Let's give it some time. Right after that, we're going to go ahead and build a contact page. Okay, this is it. So since we already designed this form, all we have to do is come here. Hold up. Okay, all we have to do is come to this form. And this place it says on this submission for button, we're just going to click on the icon library and select arrow. Let's try that and see. Pick this arrow, continue, and take out the text. I'm taking out the text. I want to see if the arrow stays. Great, the arrow stays. So next thing you want to do, hold up, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Validation type by character length. Unlock more possibilities. Funny. Okay, let's see. Post settings. Okay, great. So I'm just going to come here and we're looking for typography. The color of the text is what is going to affect the arrow. So 1E, 1E, 1E. Set, is that set? Yes, it is. Now on focus, let's make it 1E, 1E, 1E as well. Let's see. On hover, let's make it, hold up, 1E, 1E, 1E. Okay, publish. It's not taking effect yet. Let's publish it and refresh the page. Post settings, you want to hide title. Publish now. Then refresh. It's taking some time. Great, we're back. Let me see. I guess our icon, let me see. Oh, this is where we did the icon. I made that mistake. So let's just select, we've taken out the text, so icon should be 1E, 1E, 1E. On hover, 1E, 1E. That's what we're going to use on hover as well. And then now we have an icon there, but you can't see it because there's a background. So we're just going to take out the background. If you do this, the background will be gone, but you need to make sure. So clear this out. On hover, from here, clear it out. And check it on focus. Good, not even set. So come here and take out the color. Background is gone. Right? Now I want to take out that border as well, because we're going to use an icon, we don't need a border. So set it to solid. That's it. Now on hover, is there a border there as well? Well, you want to set it to none. It's none everywhere. So this is it. Now we need to drag that icon. First of all, take out its padding. For the button, also take out its padding. Great. Now, how do we drag it all the way? Simple. Just going to come here. First of all, set this to, wait, we're going to remove the space. See, it's like really close now, right? This like comes all the way in. So we want ours to come all the way in. So right on the button, you could use a negative left if that would work. Well, not working. It doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, leave it on 0. Let's use the margin. Margins always work. See, negative left for a margin is working. moving it. So I think 10 or maybe 15. 15 is okay. So minus 15 puts it right there. Now this is the second one. Let's go ahead and change the name. Let's say second. To do that, I clicked on, I clicked on this icon, post settings. So second form newsletter form. Now save. Right? Okay. So I'm going to come back to our footer, right click, and an empty space. See here, we're going to type met forms again. Then we're going to drag it down here. Right? Hold up, guys. Did I drag the correct form? Oh, no, that's not the correct form. That's that's a different form. Now remember, this form, we're going to be placing it on a dark background, which means it can be same as this. Because see, here the border is white, here the text and border is black. So we have to edit this. Easy. Just come back to the form. Let's temporarily put a black background on it so we'll be sure of what we're doing. So 1E, remember to take out the background once you're done, otherwise it's going to appear with the background. So this is the form. Come here and say text is what we're looking for. Input should be white. 1, 2, 3. Great. On hover, it should stay white. On focus, it should stay white. And the background, we don't need a background. Let's see. The text in there still stays the same. Now for border, we need to edit, alter the color of the border. So for the border, you're just going to come here. Hold up, guys. Okay. So for the border, we're just going to come here and say placeholder should stay the same. Border is what we want to edit. Hold on. Good. This is the border. So we're going to set it to white. Great. And I think doing that, we're almost done. But remember that submit button. This is it here. You can't see it because the color is same as the background. So we're just going to make it white. 1, 2, 3. There it is. How small should the arrow be? Ours looks a little too small. So let's just increase the size. Maybe 18. Then let's push it in again with a negative. Great. Save. Now let's go and remove the background. Clear. Uncheck and save. Because this is a form, I'm not gonna do any edits like editing the padding, the top. No, you don't need all that because this is a form. All right, you don't need all that. So now we've edited it. Come back to our footer and search for met form. There it is. I'm just gonna drag it here. Met form is in here now. And we have met form there. We're just gonna click on edit form. And okay, met form is not appearing yet because, well, hold up, save changes. Because as at when we opened this footer, we had not created the second newsletter. So that second newsletter form is not appearing yet. Now refresh, because we've already published this and it's live and ready to use. We just have to refresh the page, refreshing our footer. After that, we're going to be building this page. Easy piece of cake. Easy piece of cake. This page you're looking at is a contact us page. Easy piece of cake. It's loading. It's loading. Let's give it some time. While it's coming up, let's create our contact us page. Just going to come over on pages and then just click on add page and open it in a new tab. Let's see. Great. Our footer is ready. Now we're back to that widget. Just going to click on edit form now. Great. Second newsletter form is there. So save and return. We're saving it. We're saving it. It's going to come up here. Let's publish. It's taking some time to appear in Elementor. It's probably there already. Oh, okay. 7401 unauthorized. Oh, Elementor is acting up. Yeah, Elementor is acting up. Well, let's try something. come to WP Optimize and say database. There's probably a plugin conflict or something. Let's say database. Let's clear that database first and see if it's going to help. Okay, database is ready. Almost ready. If you don't want to go this route or this route, you could just, create a new footer like real quick. That's to do that, you have to hover on this, hover on Elements Kit. Oh shit. Okay. Optimize its WP Optimize led us to its startup widgets. All right, fine, let's follow. Page caching, save and continue. Yes. Hold up, guys. Okay, skip this step. Now we're just gonna go ahead and skip this step. We don't want to install anything. Skip this. Go to settings. And this is the interface we want. Do you purge out unused plugins and themes? Yes, that's what Ikenna is asking. After building a website, do you purge out? By purge out, you mean uninstall and deactivate? Yeah, the ones you don't use, there's no reason to keep them on the site. But the plugins that you used in building, you have to keep them on the site for all its widgets to stay active on the site. So we're just going to go ahead and say run all selected optimizations. That's going to take a while, like a couple minutes. So we'll be back. Let's try to save again. If it shows us that error, well, we need to let the database thing do its thing. Okay, good. What do you know? It's saved. The database stuff worked pretty fast. So now we're going to go ahead and check out our form on the front end, or in the front end, or whichever English is correct, really. So now reloading. Okay, great, but our form doesn't appear yet. What could be wrong? Let's see. Let's troubleshoot further. Yeah, select second newsletter form. Save. Yeah, save. This is what we want to save. Great, it has appeared. Now remove that simulation we created. Delete it. We don't need it anymore. This guy is already here and it's ready to run. Let's hit a space. I say the space is pretty appropriate. There's a tiny padding on this edge, if you can see it. Well, it's coming from our form, in which we can go ahead and edit. Just come to this, on link, boom, and you're good to go. Now, I'm going to publish because what we just did is going to come up on the front end. Now, watch this. You see this? Watch it. Once we reload. Sorry, that was an accident. Let's reload. Once we reload, just watch this. This is going to be gone. And this here would be closer to the edge. I'll place the R. I'm just placing the cursor there. It's taking some time. I don't know why. Well, network, I guess. Okay, we're ready. Just scroll down to the bottom. Still loading. Still loading, really. Our form has not appeared yet. Let's see if our form is going to come up. If it doesn't come up, we have to troubleshoot it. Okay, great. Our form is here. Boom. See? Looks good to me. Yeah, pretty good. So now we proceed. Can safely close the footer and safely close the form itself. Sorry, close, the form itself. Next is the contact page. We're just going to go ahead. What do they call it? They call it the contact page. Awesome. We could call it a contact us page. Doesn't matter. Whatever is most convenient for you. Well, let's contact us because we already have about us. save draft first. Next, I'm going to go ahead and say edit with Elementor. Hold up. Cancel. Edit with Elementor. That's what I want. Yes. While that is working, I'm going to go to pages. Guys, I ran into a 401 error and I used the WP Optimize plugin and I just ran all selected database and it cleared that 401 error. So remember that when you run into any other error. Now I'm going to open the About Us page. Why? Because we've already built our About Us page. This is our About Us page, right? And this is the Contact Us page they want us to build. So I can see a text here that says Contact. And on our About Us page, we have the same kind of text, but ours is called About Us. So we're just going to do a copy and paste thing really to make building that page really quick. I told you this page is the simplest of them all. So we're going. About Us is loading. Let's see. Our contact page did not save. Let's see. Hold up. Do we have our contact page here? No, we do not. Okay, let's just create it again. Let's say add new page or add a page. Maran, I'm going to try to save the page first. Like publish it first before hitting on edit with Elementor. In the next 30 minutes, we'll be done because this is pretty easy and simple. It's working. Give it some time, guys. Okay. A backup of this post lives in your browser. I don't really care. So just go ahead and say contact us. That's what we want to call the page. Now, publish. Yeah, go ahead and publish. That's what I want to do now. Publish. Okay. It's taking time. About Us page is ready, guys. So which means we're ready to copy from it. Okay, we published this. Now let's try that that elemental thing once again. If it takes us back, then okay, great, it's loading. Awesome. Okay. So first things first, look at the contact page we want to create. This is one container. As you can see, it has plain white as its background. So we're just going to come here, tap on container, tap on the flexbox. This is what we want, the down arrow. Now come here and copy this guy. Come to our contact us, paste it. Come back here, copy this text. Come to our contact us, paste it. You're wondering why it hasn't loaded or why it's looking like this. It's because look on the left, our Elementor dashboard is still taking time to load, which is a little bit annoying if you ask me. That's why the font has not kicked in, the styling has not kicked in. But don't worry, don't worry. No need to panic. You could even go ahead and click publish and see if it publishes. Then next thing you have to do is to reload. So good, published successfully. Let's just reload it. Sometimes it happens maybe due to a network thing or, you know. Reloading. This page is the simplest to build. The simplest to build. By the way, that's a really valid question you asked. I think it was Ikenna who asked the question if we purge web plugins and themes. Yeah, there's anything you're not using on your website, take it out. Anything at all. Anything at all. Anything you're not using, you take it out. Okay, just to speed up things. There's a plugin you're not using, you uninstall it. You deactivate it and uninstall it. Remember, you're managing server resources, so you want to make sure that you stay within your limits. So great, this is it. Now we just have to come here. Style, alignment should be start, which is left. Style, alignment should be start, which is left as well. So you're going to come here, take a look. They have a padding on top and a padding under. You want to create that padding. Mind you, I could have easily just copied this container, which maybe would have been easy. Yeah, I could copy the whole container. Yeah, let's do that. Looks like fun. Close this, deleted that, everything. Paste. Awesome. What you want to do next is delete this guy. Right. Delete all the other containers in it. We don't need them. Yep. We're good to go. Now this, we're going to just switch start and this say start. And I did that text that says about to contact us. Yes. That says contact us should say contact us. Let's reduce the width of ours. It looks a little too thick. And reduce the size of it. Let me see. Mm-hmm. This is this. This is ours. This is this. This is ours. Yeah, just to reduce that a bit. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe this wouldn't hurt. Good. Now, next you want to do is how can we support you and your business? So there's a line break after the text and, after the word and. So just going to come here, paste this. And after and, you want to break it. That arrow, BR, close. Awesome. And this guy is ready to run. So I'm just going to publish. Next thing we have, this may look complex to you, but it's pretty easy. Because first thing you need to do is create the mother container. And the next thing you need to do after that is to create another container here that will sit this 6 white containers. So first things first, create the mother container, set the direction to left, the horizontal. The direction should be horizontal. Next thing you want to do is maybe drag a container here. Now, if you like, you could drag an additional container here. You could duplicate this. If you like, you could duplicate this, right? And then your text, could put it in the first container and then use this other container, this one here, to be the one that has the 6. Do you understand? But if you don't want to have 2 containers in the mother container, you could just delete this one. Sorry, I did duplicate instead. Control Z. You could just delete this one, right? Since you have 1 container here, you copy that text over on the main container here, and then just paste, right? See, your text is going to come here. You could just come to structure here, drag the heading to go up. This is it. So it's not a must you put this text in a container, because it's still going to sit properly because your direction flow is compelling it to. So next thing you want to do is reduce the weight. Do you understand? Now, this part is where having this text in the container becomes fun, because now you can't manipulate the weight. So this is the only thing you can control here, this weight. So if you're designing a page where the width is not a problem, the width for this text is not a problem, you can just go ahead and build whatever you're building. But because we want this container, we want this text to appear smaller, because just like you see here, right? We're just going to put it in a container. So to do that, I'm just going to duplicate this guy and drag this one into it. Good. Now we have control over a container. And we can go ahead and say, make it 60% or even 50%. We don't want it to be too much. And we can come here and copy the first text in there. It says call us. That's the first text in there. Text in this. So come here. And what's the size? Inspect it. You highlight it, and then you right-click and use the inspection tool. 24px. That's what it is. Great. Come here. Make it 24px. Awesome. Come to this one and inspect again. What's the size? Font size? 21. Almost impossible. Let's see. Hold up, guys. Inspect. Just need to be sure. Font size. Okay, 3.4, which is 34px. We're going to come here and say 34. Sorry. Control Z, Control Z. This one is on 24. Duplicate it. It's the next text we're trying to create here. So 34. Good. Now you're going to come here and copy this. Our experts can help. And there's a line break at the word can. paste. There's a line break at the word can, after the word can, because help comes right under. So after can, this symbol, BR, close the symbol. Now, good. Next thing we want to do is manipulate the font. We're going to use Just for that, because Just is what we're using for text like this. Then we're going to take the weight to 600. Let's see, 600 deep enough. Their font weight is 700. You can see it right there. So let's just go ahead. 700. Good. This, we're going to change the font as well to Just. This is Just. I know a lot of you might be, you're waiting for me to get to that other container. You want to see how I'm going to do it. You know, the one with the 6 containers. Pretty easy. Easy thing, I tell you. Really easy. Next is this text, right? Well, we have our About Us open. We could just borrow a text. There's still a text there. Copy. Come back to your Contact Us and paste it. Then come here, copy what the text says. Send us an image. Sorry, send us a message and someone from our team. Yeah. Come to code, paste. Next thing they have there is connect with us. Easy again. You just copy this one. Come here, paste. Copy, connect with us. Come back here, paste. Let's see. Let's find out what the size is. Its size is 24 because it's 2.4 rem, so that's going to be 24. Good, we got it right. The depth is 700. Okay, 700 it is. Next thing is social icons. We got social icons there. Yeah, remember where we kept our social icons, guys? Remember, we have social icons here. Could just copy this. YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, that's the start. So paste the social icons we got. So first things first, YouTube. Next, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. LinkedIn is okay. So Instagram. Just going to come here. Sorry, Instagram. Duplicate. Come here. Select Facebook. Next is Twitter and Pinterest. Oh, Ctrl-Z. Duplicate. You want to say Twitter. You'd notice the rush. It's because we're out of time, guys. And then the last thing is Pinterest. Duplicate one more time and say Pinterest. Good. Now look at our social icons. Look at theirs. Theirs appears smaller. So we're just going to go ahead and reduce size to 18. Now, this content is like too spaced. You see that's like sits properly. We want to do something here. Just come to the container, remove this. Awesome. By unlinking that, now we can add our own spacing. Make this 2 rem. Come here. Is this 1? Yeah, it's 1. I think that's okay. Yeah, it looks good. Or maybe make this 2.5, really. Great. Now we're done with the first container. But before we proceed with the guys in the mid, the 6 containers, let's add some sort of padding here. First, before we do that, we're going to come to our color picker. And so if you don't know how to use the color picker, it means you missed the class. We want to get the color for the background. F2, 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 just like I suspected. Copy. Come back here. Come here. And classic first, color. F2, F2, F2. Come to Advanced tab, unlink. Then come to REM, switch it to REM. Maybe 8 on top. And, sorry, 8 on the bottom. Now we have our layout. Let's hit Save Changes first. So changes have been saved. Now let's create those guys that we saw. Take a look. The structure really matters. Structure is everything. Let me refresh this so you guys can see this clearly. I tell you, structure is everything. Now you have this here, right? You have this container here. I want to place 6 containers into it. If you go ahead and say right-click for space, and you drag a container here, and you start duplicating it up until it gets to 6, you're not going to get the effect you want. See, because it's listing all those containers like in a horizontal, in a vertical manner. And that's not what you want. You want to place 3 on the left and 3 on the right. To do that, just going to delete all the other containers and save 2. You want 2, just 2 for now. See, now it's 2, right? Then go to the overall container, the one they're sitting in. Now set it to horizontal. Good. Now you have the structure. Now it's in these containers that you're going to place the other 3, the set of 3. So you're going to come here and put this one in here. If you get confused, you could use structure because, you know, you're saying 3 containers, you don't know which is the mother, which is the parent. You just go ahead, go to structure, and you can see the progression. First container, which is like this. Second container, this. Third container, this guy. So this guy is one we're editing. We're duplicating. Duplicate and duplicate. So we've got 3 there. Easy. Now, you're going to do the same thing for this guy. But because I don't want to waste my time, I'm just going to go ahead. See this container right here? All right, in structure, right? From structure, I'm going to track it. Now, that container there you're looking at, close it first. So these are the 2 containers, right? Empty one with other containers. Empty one with other containers. Just going to go ahead and duplicate one with other containers. Duplicate. Then I scroll down to that empty one. See the empty guy? Delete it. Boom. Now you have your structure. So easy peasy, come here and say style tab for the first one, classic, color, F in 3 places. There you have it. Let's see. Their radius is not so much. So you come to border, a radius, make it 14. Let's see what 14 looks like. Yeah, 14 is okay. Now, you want to come to inner padding. You know, want to put padding in the container. So just come here, link it up, switch to rem, make it maybe 2. I like 2 sometimes, 2 rem. Now let's put content in it. How do we put this content in it? You got 2 options or 2 choices. First, you could just click on this and drag an icon, because that's the first thing we see. Next, you could copy a text and paste it in. After that, you could copy a description text and paste it in, right? And then you now edit it to look like that. But if you don't want to spend that much time doing absolutely, you know, that lengthy thing, you could look for something called an icon box. That is an icon box, and you drag it. See, this is an icon box. It's got all those 3 things in one. So delete the others. We don't need them. They wasted our time anyway. So the first thing we see here is a bubble, like a text, like a message bubble, a message icon. So we're going to come to this icon, click on icon library, and search message. Let's see if we find anything there that looks like it or something prettier. Nothing looking like that. Let's say chat. We've got one here. There's one winner here. There. We've got this one as well. Let's see how many. 2. Okay. Now we can't find anything that looks like that. Hold up. We could inspect the icon itself and see what icon it's using. I'm just going to inspect it. Oh, it might be hard to get because they uploaded this icon manually. Well, if they did, we could just take it out. It's an SVG. See the link? We go to that link, we're going to get that icon. There it is, guys. As tiny as that. Because it's an SVG, I'm just going to say save as. It's going to save as an SVG, really. Now it is uploaded. Is our site ready to accept SVGs? I don't think so, but let's try. There's enable unfiltered uploads. Oh, yada, yada, yada. Do we want to do this? This looks like a whole lot of work. Do we want to do it? Maybe. Let's try. But before we do anything, let's publish changes first, because we don't want to lose what we're doing here. So go ahead. Enable unfiltered uploads. Let's see. Will it work? I don't know, man. Because we've tried uploading SVGs in the past, and, you know, the site was messing up. We couldn't get them to work, so we had to convert them to PNGs. But in this case, we can't use a converted version of the file because it's an icon. Icons can only be uploaded in SVG format and not PNG. So this is taking like forever to load. Let's go to our WordPress dashboard. Click on media. Let's see if we can upload it there, because sometimes media is pretty fast. So with media, you're gonna know if it's gonna work on the site or not, like pretty fast. It doesn't waste your time. Let's see. Media is coming up. All right, media is here. You could come here and say add media, right? Or if you use Chrome, you don't even have to do that if you use Chrome. You could just come to your download and drag it, literally drag it in. See, the server cannot process the image. This can happen if yada, 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 yada. We don't want to know all those things. So we're going to use an icon, a different icon. Cat. Let's pick our icon. This time around, we get to select maybe something close to that, or maybe something prettier. I'm tempted to use something prettier than this. This looks like it could work. Yeah, chat. Great. Color, we need a color. Let's pick the color for this, our social icons. Copy, come back to the contact us page. Icon, select the color. Good. On hover, it should be dark. 1E, 1E, 1E. Great. Size is important for the icon, so let's say 24. Let's see, is theirs bigger than that? Yeah, theirs appears to be bigger than that, than 24. So let's try. Maybe we could just do 32. Yeah, let's do 32. So for content, we have customer success in there. So you go to content, change it to customer success. Next is reach out for product support. Yeah, paste that. There's a line break right after support, so you want that line break as well. So BR, you can always use a line break anywhere. Now alignment. Let's align everything. Sorry, on top. That's what we want. Let's align everything to start. Icon spacing. Take it out a bit. Let me see. Okay. This text might be 22 and 24px or 22. Looks like 24. So just going to come here, content to the title. Say 24. Its color should be 1E, 1E, 1E. Best part, guys, is once you're done building this, you don't have to redesign it. You're just going to copy it. Just is what we're going to select. So 24 looks too much. I'm going to make it 22. Next, what I want to do is this guy. Set it to, let's see, what is this? I think about the same thing. 888. Okay. Reach out for support and all of that. Size, let's try 16. Great. So this text, let's see, this, if you hover, it doesn't change. So let's remove the hover feature for our text. Hover, we don't want anything. We want it to stay the same. So 1E, 1E, 1E. So no hover effect for the text. Is there a hover effect for the icon? No, there isn't. So we shouldn't have any on ours. Hover, clear. We don't want any. I'm not satisfied with this icon though. Let's see if we have anything else for message. We need a prettier bubble. Who knows? We could use a messenger. Let's see. Messenger. Yeah, let's use it. No, looking a little too much, but yeah, it's icons. We could work around it. Chart. A chat bubble. Okay. Hold up, guys. We need something sleek, something that would appear at least like a little bit solid. This guy doesn't look bad, but I really think, WeChat. No, let's not use WeChat for this. Okay. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, better. Yeah, better. So all you want to do is copy this. paste it in this container, 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 paste it in this container. There you have it. Next, you want to do is copy this container itself. Copy, then hover on the next container. Paste the style. Boom. Container, style. Container and style. Container, style. Container, style. This is it. So next, manipulating the, we're editing stuff. Just we're gonna come here and do this. Next, we're gonna do after all this is to manipulate the alignments and all the gaps. That's what we're gonna be doing next. So that's what I was gonna say. So copy this. There's a line break after the text your. Come here. Put a line break after your. BR close. Sorry, make it BR. Great. Next is strategic partnerships. Okay. Strategic partnerships. Right under that is integration, embedded solutions for, and there's a line break after for. Paste it. Okay. After that, all you have is partners and affiliates. Okay. Sorry. Then come here, leverage the power of Truly Financial for your network. There's a line break after for. Okay. Line break. How many line breaks did we add? Okay, hold up, guys. This one seems to be acting up. Paste. Oh, I see the problem. Yeah. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So next is content partnerships. We're still gonna come back and edit the icons, by the way. So content partnerships. Paste. Next is connect with us for co-marketing and guest blogging opportunities. There's a line break after the word and. Paste. Now BR close. Next is PR opportunities, and it uses a recorder icon. Hold up, guys. Control Z. Yeah. Paste. Next, we copy the text. Connect with us for media events and publication opportunities. So there's a line break after and. We put our line break. Save. Now look at this. You'd notice that some containers are bigger than the others, right? Don't worry, we're going to do something about that. Now let's update our icons. They use a card icon here, so I'm just going to go ahead, icon library, search for card. Yeah, we're not going to use this one. They're too solid. We need something pretty. Yeah, this might work. Maybe something that looks like an actual credit card. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah. Now, strategic partnerships. What do they use? A bank icon. That's the icon of a bank. Let's look for that. Bank. We could go with this, or we could go with this. This is pretty. Next, partnerships. What do they use? This is what they use. What is that? Like a Celtic link? Well, let's try a link. We're going to see anything like that. No. Okay, there it is. It's a grid link, really, to symbolize affiliates and partnerships. Really? Want to go that far? How about users? Oh, how about people? So let's say link. Let's try affiliate. Fine. We're just gonna search for, hold up, hold up, user. Let's try user, not users. Good. I think this symbolizes partnerships more. Or this. Yeah, partners, affiliates, partners. Could use this. Yeah, partners. Yeah, that works for partners. Next, content partnership. And they use like a pen and a paper, something. Just gonna come here and search for document. Document. So let's go with this guy. Looks good. Come here. PR opportunities. They use a record. Okay, a recorder symbol. Ah. Let's try a mic. That's a mic symbol. No, let's go ahead with this one. No, this guy. There it is. So you notice the tabs are not equal. The containers are not equal. By the way, let's reduce this. Let's reduce the size of our icons before we proceed. 32 looks too much. Make it 24. So just gonna copy this, paste the style, paste the style, paste the style. Let me see. Something about their description text looks small. Let's reduce ours to maybe 15. Yeah, great. Copy. I think all the containers are going to look appropriate right now. Once we're done. Good. Publish. By the way, concerning meta forms, right? If anyone should fill the form, you still have to tell the form where to send the results. But once we're done here, I'm going to show you that. So this is it. Now we just created a contact us page, right? Let's go ahead, go to our site. Just switch this from about to contact. Reload. And let's see what we have. Okay, it's reloading. Please, guys, if you have a question, put it in the chat box or put it on the group and we'll respond to it. All through next week, we're just going to be revising what we've done. Next week is the time for assessments. The way we're going to do it is we're going to create a subdomain for each and every one of us. Okay, we need to take out this text. The title of the page is appearing. So let's just handle that. Comes to page settings, hide title, and publish. So next week, what we're going to do is we're going to create subdomains for everyone. Every one of us or every one of you would have your own WordPress installation with your own password and your own login details. And you're going to go ahead and rebuild this website. We're going to shut down the website, so you're not going to be able to come in here and like maybe copy anything or something. No, we're going to shut down this site temporarily or deprive you of access to it. You can look at it. So all you have will be your courses, right? Your courses, your classes, all the lectures and all the lessons. And looking at that, we expect you to rebuild this. So good, it is loaded. This is theirs. This is ours. This is theirs. This is ours. Theirs, ours. Great. This is the site. This is it. We missed something. Let's set width. Container width should be 1250. Yeah, we want it to be 1250. Look, all the containers are equal now. Great. If you're working on something and the containers are not equal, you could use an equal height widget or feature to make that happen. To do that, you're going to have to go to maybe one of your add-ons. Elementor Pro has that feature, by the way. But if you don't have Elementor Pro, you could search maybe, let's say, Happy add-ons. Between Happy add-ons and the Plus add-ons, one of them should have what you're looking for. If it's not under widget, it's probably going to be under their features, right? So this is widgets. Let's search. Just type equal height. See, we don't see anything. Let's go to features. There it is, equal height column. Save it, save it. Now, if you go to apply an equal height column, for instance, we want these smaller containers to be equal. We're not going to put the equal height feature on any of the containers. You're going to put it on this mother container, like this one. Do you understand? We're going to put it in this one. and then you're going to put it in this one, and if you like, you could put it in the big one as well to force all the containers to be. So by default, and where do you find that? It's going to be in your advanced tab. Advanced, it's going to be somewhere here, but right now it's not here because we just enabled this. So let's refresh and take a look. These containers are already equal, which is why we made sure the line breaks are accurate, our fonts and our font sizes and everything were accurate. But we want, let me show you what that looks like. Let me show you where we just want that button to appear so you see it. So that's it, guys. We've created the contact us page. This is our site. If I scroll on this, it's going to be difficult to tell which, well, except for the font. So imagine we had their exact font. All we're going to have to do is, upload it and use it. And this site's going to look exactly the same. Now, how do scammers thrive on the internet? It's easy. They might just go and buy something like trulyfinancial.net, right? After buying trulyfinancial.net, then they just rebuild something like this on it and then scam people in the name of that company. Terrible idea, really terrible idea, really, really terrible idea. But this is how they do it. This is, they go through all the stress to rebuild stuff to look exactly like the original. But this is it anyway. Good, this is loaded. Let's click on this now. Okay, click on that model container. Come here. There it is. See the equal height? It's just going to enable it. So it's going to force. Now you're going to tell where you want to apply it. Is it to the widgets? Yeah, then you select what widgets. Icon box, that's what is popular here. So you're just going to put it here. If you see it's disabled on mobile by default, if you don't want it to be disabled, you just uncheck that box if you want it to be equal on mobile as well. So we don't need that right now. Our containers are excellent. So this is theirs. This is ours. Let me show you guys something. Guys, look here. Very important. You see this tiny icon here? This tiny icon? That's called a fav icon. I like to call it a favorite icon. Or you could call it a site icon. How do you how do you upload this, right? Well, easy. First, let's go and search for the site icon. I right-click, go to sources. Now let's go to assets. I want to search for the site icon and see if we can find it so I can show you how to upload it. Let's see, WP content. Okay, we can't find the upload to. Hold up, guys. Okay, I haven't. By the way, if you don't want to search for, if it's difficult for you to find icons using the inspect tool and you use Chrome, you could just go to your Chrome web store. In a new tab, just go to your Chrome web store. Hold up. This first link, that's what you want. That's what you need. So go to your Chrome web store. Now you could search for an SVG saver or an image saver, anyone really. Image downloader extension, SVG, anyone you want, really. There's a lot of extensions. Just be careful, make sure you're saving something that is trusted. So if I add to Chrome, what this is going to do is it's going to search for, hold up, let's add the extension. With this, you can, pick images from any website, literally. It's adding 2.1 megabytes. Extensions are really very small. It's working. Okay, it's taking some time. Let's give it some time. By the way, for that thing I told you, the site icon, how you upload it is this. If you want to upload it through Elementor or via Elementor, you're going to come here. You see this main thing, this big Elementor icon? That's what you click on. Then you see site settings, then you click on it. Take note, now we have like a WordPress icon, because we've not set a site icon yet. Look here. You see it says site identity, just click on it. Now it says site logo. This is it. Any image you use is what is going to appear there. Hold up. Let's pick this for now. We want to test it out. Sorry, that's for site logo. That's not what you need. This is what you need. Site favicon. Remember I told you it's a favicon. That's what you need. Favicon set. Now, if you set it in Elementor and it doesn't work, you could still set the same thing in WordPress. So let's refresh this page and see if it comes. Okay, our extension is installed. Let's refresh this page and see if the site icon is in place. We need this top to be downloading. If it doesn't come up, see, it didn't come up. Or maybe because something in there. Great, it's up. Look at it. What do you know? Oh, shoot. Let me drag it back in. See, that icon has updated. Now, let's check. Okay. They're telling us we've installed our stuff, our what's it called now? Our image downloader. Okay, great. We don't need it to work on this side. We need it to work on Truly Financial. I'm just going to come in and click on extensions. Click on image downloader. It found one image. Awesome, but that's not what we want. Let's play around. Get favicon. There's literally an extension for that. Let's use it. Add to Chrome. That's if you want to, if you feel you like a favicon so much, I mean, well, then you want to go through the stress of doing that. I just want to show you something. So let's click extensions. The one for get favicon. This is the URL for the favicon. See it? That's a really powerful extension. Now it brings us here, and this is the URL. Let's save the image. Save it. Download it. Come back to our Elementor. Now let's delete this one and update it. You know what? Instead of doing this, let me just save changes. I want to show you. I've shown you the first way to update your site icon. I want to show you the second way. But let's refresh first and be sure it's gone. If it's gone, the WordPress icon is what should come back. Reloading. That TP top has to reload. It has to be done loading. Our icon seems to be okay. It's gone now. WordPress logo is back. So you could come to your dashboard here, come to appearance, come to customize. I like to do it in customize because sometimes I feel it's much more powerful. Why? Because if you do it from customize, if someone uninstalls Elementor, it still stays, right? Because you did it on WordPress itself. There's a site identity. Just click on it. This is for logo. That's not what you need. Site icon. That's what you need. So you're just going to come here and drag that image we got. Upload it. Yeah, could you just skip cropping? See, this is what it's going to look like, right? This is your link. Publish. Done. Really fast fixing things. Now, this one is certain it's going to come up. Like, it's really certain to come up. Really. There it is. See? There's our side icon. There's their side icon. This is ours. Beautiful. So, guys, this is it. And that is all for tonight's class. Thank you so much for paying attention. Like Donald J. Trump would say, thank you for your attention to this matter, or thank you for paying attention to this matter. Anyway, thank you, guys. This is it. I'm just going to go ahead and close this now. Okay, before I go, I said I was going to show you something about the forms. So let me head back to the WordPress admin and show you. We use Metform to create this form you're looking at, this one here, and this one here. So if someone should make an entry and enter their email, how does it work, right? Now let's come back to Metform. Say forms. This is very important. You don't just create a form and put it on the page, like slap it on the page. You need to like give the form an instruction what it should do. Let's go ahead and say edit. Now you see the edit, that's not for Elementor, by the way. Edit with Elementor, that would only help you edit the interface and select the fields you want. But edit, yeah, this is where you handle the real thing, what the form does. Now you see there's a thank you, there's a success message here. By default, it's set to thank you, form submitted successfully, right? There's a confirmation. Now for confirmation, if you're a pro user, as a pro user, you get the option to send confirmation mail to user. You get the option to send a submission copy to the user by email. Like the moment they make an entry, they get like a confirmation email. So, and then you could also send a copy of the submitted form itself to the user using this by activating this, but these are all pro stuff. Email verification, you can use this to, you can have email verification here, like a two-step thing, right? With the pro version. Now, notification is what you want to check. Now, once you send the submission copy to the admin by email, yes, this is what you want to do. So if you activate this, right, you could enter, let's say, maybe my newsletter from, email. That's it. So you enter the where you want it to go to, maybe Jamal James. So email to, it should send it to Jamal James. Where is it sending it from? No, you don't want it to send it from this place. You just say send it from students at micro, hold up, Profidelity Business Institute.org, right? That's where I want the email to come from. If they're gonna reply, hold up, guys, they're gonna reply. The reply should go to this. So next is integration. You can integrate HubSpot forms here if you want. Payment, if you want to collect money with that form, this is where you set the payments. See, there's a payment method here by default, PayPal and Stripe. CRM, if you want to integrate things like Zoho, Help Scout, and Fluent. Then auth is this authentication, right? This auth you see here is if you want to create a login form with it. Also a pro stuff. Form to post. You want to create a form for post entries. If you want to create now, all these features you're looking at are pro stuff, which means you need a pro version of the plugin itself. All right. So this is form to post, which means if someone wants to create a, you want to create a post from the form entries, like I said. So this is it. By the way, if you wanted to store entries in the database, check this box. I think it's set to, it's checked automatically, right? If you want to hide the form after submission, we don't want to hide it, we want to keep it there, all right? So where do you want it to redirect to? Let's command it to redirect to, hold up, let's make it redirect to our website. So redirect the user to our website, regardless of where they enter the form. So we're saving changes. Good, we saved changes, let's see. Okay. So we updated this. Let's just go ahead. Let's test it out and see. This is where, so I want to make an entry here. I'm going to type my email. Just any email, really, because it's a newsletter, right? Yeah, let's not use Jamal. Let's use JJamal. I got that email as well. So I'm sending my email. I like how that loads. Thank you, form submitted successfully, and now it's going to redirect us. Boom, it redirected us. So great, this is it. If your email setup for your WordPress website is okay, I just got a ding on my phone. So yeah, I've gotten a notification about the email. Hold up, I'm going to show you, because it's an email, it's a pretty sensitive stuff. I'm going to open my email in another tab, and I'm going to drag into the tab for our class. Well, what the hell? What's the worst that could happen, really? Hold up, guys. This email, just hold on. I'm trying to select the exact email so you see. Oh, Gmail is taking some time. By the way, while that is loading, if you can't track the entries. See this place, entries? Tap on it. It's going to show you when someone has clicked on it, made an entry. So we have one entry here. Contact us form. I have one entry here. This is it on newsletter form. That was what we got. Let's view the entry. What did the person type? What did they send to us? Let's view it. They typed J Jamuel. That's what they gave to us. Okay, pretty easy, simple. So that's how to, navigate this form. Okay, the email has opened, so I'm just gonna drag this into it's a tab. I'm gonna drag into this one. All right, let's put it here. Good. So this is my email, guys. See, I got a notification. It came from students at microfidelity.businessinstitute.org. If I want to reply, same email, it was sent to JJ Morel. Right now, I set that in the form, in the form itself. Remember when I did, where did we fix that? We fixed that on, hold up, notification. Yeah, this is where we set it. Now, that means every time someone makes an entry or signs this form, I will be notified via email. So I just got a notification here, and this is the email the person dropped. So if it was an elaborate form like contact us and all of those things like name, email, address, all of it, I'm going to see it here. So I'll get a live notification on my phone and not need to come to my WordPress website to check what was entered or anything like that. So we're done for now, guys. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I love Donald Trump. Thank you for your attention to this matter, guys. I will see you in the next class. If you have any questions and you feel you want me to answer it right away, please just type it or unmute your mic and go ahead and let's hear it. But if not, you could send it to me in the group and I'll also respond to it.
Hello, good evening,
Okay,
sir.
Daniel, unmuted.
Daniel,
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Yes, sir. Although you've already said that we'll be giving different subdomain, but what I wanted to ask is that I wanted to do some practical based on the assignment that you gave us. I tried
Yes, sir.
to drag the menu, what is it called? The menu. With what
Yeah.
I see, so is that all the servicing, pricing, and everything, all are linked together in one container, not separated. I wanted to ask, is it because of
Yes.
what you did before that caused it? Just because I even tried to replay the video so that I can understand it very well.
Okay. Are you saying you saw it was too compact, like it was joined together?
Oh yes.
Okay, this is what we'll do. For me to best understand, what were you editing? Were you editing a header? Was it a header?
Yes, it was header. But I even try, maybe if
Okay,
possible for me
go
to
on,
edit to do the header and the footer differently and make it more constant. But it's like I can only do it on a page.
okay, okay. This is what we'll do. If it will most likely come from your styling, right? If you maybe this is what maybe you can try reducing the size of your menu text. Yes, that menu widget, try reducing the size of its text or its typography, and then let's see. If it balances, then you know that that's where the focus is coming from.
Oh, okay. Can you do it like this,
Yes,
sir? There's
yes,
one just because I still need some plan. There was I even
yes,
created the header already. That is a Daniel header. Can you just open it right now, sir?
yes. Oh, let me take a look at it. Let me see.
Header the element kit.
Six header.
Yes. Header and footer.
Let me take a look at it. Okay, Daniel header, right?
Oh yes.
Okay, I'm gonna open with Elementor. I'll go ahead and close this and close this. Okay. Okay, this is it. Okay, what were you trying to do? You said you
I was trying to add the element menu.
Okay, the menu.
The
Let
menu.
me
Let
see.
me see.
Let me
Let me
see.
see.
Elements kit
Elements kit
menu. Where is
menu.
it?
Where is it?
This one, right?
Yes.
This one, right?
Yes, sir.
You place it. You place it in this
You place it
container,
in this
right?
container, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Let's
select the
select
menu.
the menu.
Hold up. I think
Hold up. I
it's
think it's
lagging. Let me
lagging. Let me
refresh.
refresh.
Just publish
Just
changes and
publish changes
refresh.
and refresh.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to be sure,
Just
you
to
were
be
trying
sure,
to
you were trying to
recreate this
recreate
same
this
header,
same
right?
header, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's
So
select the
let's
menu,
select the
main
menu.
menu.
Main menu.
Oh, yes.
Since it's this
Since it's
header, we
this
have to
header, we
drag
have
it
to
into
drag
this
it into this
container.
container.
Hold on. Let
Hold on.
me
Let me
copy that
copy that
and paste it.
paste it,
Then I can
and I
delete
can
it from
delete it from
here.
here.
Okay, so what
Okay,
was
so
the
what
issue?
was
Is
the
it this
issue? Is it this
appearance?
appearance?
Before, all the service were all together. They were not separated like this.
Okay,
Okay,
they were like
they were
joined
like joined
together.
together.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, that
Okay,
that's
that
it.
that is
What's the size of
what's
the
the size
PC
of the
screen you're
PC
using?
screen you're using?
PC screen. It's just
Yeah, like your
I don't
laptop.
Like your
What
even
is the
laptop. What
size?
is the size?
I don't even remember the system level. Let's say I didn't remember the system laptop.
Okay, the
Okay,
specs,
the
right?
specs, right?
Okay, I'm
Okay,
asking
I'm
because
asking
sometimes it
because
might be the
sometimes it might
size
be
of
the
the
size
screen.
of the
For
screen. For
example,
example,
if I
if I
drag this like
drag
this,
this like
the
this,
more I
the
drag
more I
this, the
drag
more
this,
this
the
will be
more this will
compact.
be compact.
Okay. Just
Do you
because
understand?
as
Sometimes it
you
might be the
Sometimes it
size
might
of
be
the
the size
screen.
of the screen.
You see this thing
okay.
you're
You see
looking
this thing
at?
you're looking at?
If I
If
make,
I
let's say
make,
we delete
let's say
this
we
logo
delete this
now,
logo now,
you see it
you see it
stretches. It
stretches.
needs
It needs
Okay.
space.
space.
Do you understand?
Do you
So
understand?
let me do
So
Control
let me do
Z.
Control Z.
Let me bring back
Let me bring
what
back
I
what
took out.
I took out.
Now,
Now,
is this how it
is this
was
how
for
it
you?
was for you?
No, all were all together, not separate as this
Together.
at all.
Together. So
If you
if
experience
you
that,
experience
sometimes it
that,
will be a
sometimes it will be a
container. Let me
container.
see.
Let me see.
This is
This is
100%. Let me see
100%.
this
Let me
one.
see this one.
Okay, this is
Okay,
70.
this is
That's
70.
good.
That's good.
Let's try to
Let's
make this
try to make this
60,
60,
or let's even try
or
to
let's
make
even
it
try to make
40.
it 40.
To make that
To make
40,
that
this
40, this
image
image
might be too big.
might be
Let's
too
see.
big.
Okay,
Let's
the
see.
max
Okay,
space
the
is
max
40
space is
here.
40 here.
Let me take it
Let
out.
me take it out.
Let's try
Let's try
25.
25.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Let me open
Let
our
me open
header.
our header.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Okay.
Okay.
While that is opening,
While
let
that
me
is
see.
opening, let me see.
Because already
Because
this
already
image will
this
attempt to take, this logo is attempting to take like way too much. Hold on. Let me see in line. Okay. It's possible we use 3 containers for this. I suspect we used 3 containers, but let me see the structure of our header. Because if I wanted to recreate this, I would use like 3 containers, which means 2 other containers in this. For instance, let me duplicate. I've duplicated your header. What I would do would be to first delete this content. An easier way, I would just come and drag a container in here and duplicate that same container I dragged. Then this mother container, right? Sorry, this first one that is here, I would make sure that it's taking maybe 40%. That's where I would paste my logo. If I paste my logo in there, my logo appears tiny because it's on 25% now. If I reduce the size, I take it out, I take out that size hindrance. See, it has appeared huge. So I could just even make it 30%. Then in this other space is where I would paste my menu. This is it. So you see my menu now has enough space to sit. And this is my logo. So I would remember to remove the padding on top and bottom to avoid making things look too big. Now this is my own header. Hold up, let me see. See, So maybe it's possible what you were missing was just an additional, maybe additional containers, 2 containers, to allow this sit properly. Let me see. Aha, I knew it. This was what we did. See,
Okay,
this is the
sir.
header.
Thank you very
Do
much,
you
sir.
understand now? Let me see. Yes,
Aha, now.
possible what you were
Yes.
missing was just
Possible what you were
additional
missing was just
containers.
additional container.
Okay. Okay. And the other
Okay.
question is that assuming after completing the header, what about the footer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, now.
The
You can
footer
go
is
ahead
that
and
am I
create
You
the
going
can
to
go
footer in
ahead
the
and
same place.
create the footer in the same place.
in the same page? What if I do it separately? It won't appear from the front end of the after publishing it.
No, 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 no.
No, no,
The
no,
moment
no.
if you publish
The moment if you
like
publish
this now, I
footer
just
like
published
this
this,
now,
right?
I just
Where
published
you
this, right?
activate it
Where
is
you
from
activate
here.
it is
If you
from
click on
here.
this,
You click on
as long as this button stays
as long
off,
as
it's
this
not going
button
to
stays
collide with
off, it's
anything.
not going to
Which
collide
means
with
if you
anything.
want to view it,
Which means if
you
you
just
want
have
to
to come
view it,
here,
you
click
just
on
have to
view,
come here, click on
see
view,
what you are doing.
see
So if
what
I
you are
click
doing.
on view,
So if I click on
now I'm
view,
going to see Daniel
now
header.
I'm going to see Daniel header.
Let's see.
Let's see.
So if I were editing your header,
If I were
see,
editing
these
your
are your
header,
headers.
see, these are your headers.
If I'm editing
If I
your
were,
header,
if
I'll
I'm
just keep this
editing your header, I'll just keep this
like this. As I'm making my
as
changes,
I'm
I'll be
making my
checking
changes.
to
I'll
see
be
how it looks.
checking to see how it looks.
That's all.
That's all.
All right.
So do you
Thank you
understand
very
now?
much,
Do
sir.
you understand now?
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Thank you
Daniel.
very
You're
much,
welcome.
Daniel. You're welcome.
Sir.
All right, guys. If anyone else has a question, please send it to me, and I will address it in the group. Our time is fast spent. It's already past 11. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention and your commitment. I will see each and every one of us in the next class. Good night, everyone.